Hello. I heard the freaking.
I hope every car that goes by, we just say, we should just be like squirrels. Car.
Yeah, we should have a car count that goes on.
Yeah. Car count.
Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Pilar, and welcome to Pal Talks. I'm here with
Cooper Roth.
And what is it that you do, Cooper Roth?
I do gymnastics. I just do a lot of flips and I don't know. I do random things. I act, I direct, I produce. I do more like I like build aquariums. Yeah.
Oh my God, you built aquariums?
A few. There's a few that I've built. The one in Atlanta. That really big one.
Oh.
It's
literally
mine.
went there for my brother's birthday.
I'm a Nepo baby. My dad's the whale.
Who would have
go.
To talk about the more current career outside of aquarium building,
Of course.
what was the first project that you worked on that really made your heart happy, where you realized, oh, I know this is my thing?
Man, that's such a good question. Let me think. I guess when I was in high school, I was doing a lot of like spoken word poetry. If you know what that is. I did a lot.
Do I know what that is?
I mean, I don't know. It's like people think of it as like a very specific thing, but I think it's like a lot about sort of like community building through writing and sharing stories, and like I think it becomes a much more like artistic endeavor when you get really into it, because you're all of a sudden like they're inspiring you in the poetry lounges, and like I don't know, I really enjoyed that. So I made a project that actually got me into USC for film. Yeah, fight on. But I made a project that was based on a spoken word poem that I wrote. It's like this just like awful like angsty mess of like being a high schooler. But it was like the first time that I ever made something and shared it with people and like had a visceral reaction from them. And I think that was like a really useful thing for me as someone who like wanted to make things that like touch people, to like see that reaction and go, oh, okay, like I can do this. Like I can definitely make people feel. I created like a really specific story. It resonated with like a wider group of people, which was like a good lesson for me. Like, okay, yeah, I don't need to do like this really broad thing. I can like sort of create something that is narrow, but the people that it'll touch, it will be more universal. And so that was like a really good lesson for me. And also that is like something that made my heart kind of like be like, oh wow, okay. This art's really interesting.
How did you learn your own method of storytelling?
I'm still learning now. It's a really hard thing. I was talking to you about this like literally 5 minutes ago, but I think you go through these periods of like learning something and then acclimating to that learning and then being able to like use it. And I have like no advice for anyone on like how to figure out what I genuinely like I'm young and like I have a degree in storytelling. I don't even know what storytelling means or is or whatever, but I think what's really fun about what I get to do is like be figuring that out for myself, and know that like every project that I'm on, no matter if it has a massive budget or a really, really small budget, teaches me something more, and then I get to acclimate to that learning and hopefully use it for something later to like make something touch more people and kind of have that ripple outwards. I don't know what I've learned, and all I know is that I kind of know how to use it, and that's a good feeling to have as like an artist, is knowing that like, okay, yeah, stuff has influenced me and has made me a better, person. And I think a lot of times like art is such a dualistic quality. Like good people, at least hopefully most of the time, good people make good art. That's a really great thing to like know and feel.
And what is it that Cooper Roth will bring to a set or bring to a project?
Really sweet kicks, some really dope shoes,
Like you just
just a fire fit, and great tunage. No, I don't know. I mean, I hope I can bring whatever experiences I've had in the past to help see problems ahead of time. And even as an actor, I think that comes in handy, of sort of being like, okay, I know we're going to run into something here that's going to, make my work less potent and less emotional. How do I sort of look ahead and prepare myself for like anything that could come up? I hope that I can bring a demeanor that allows for creativity and growth and like enjoying it, and not just it being a job. I think as soon as it feels like a job, that's where I can, you kind of lose that energy. Yeah. I hope that I can always make it feel like it's just us having fun.
It's like
car.
No,
bike.
That was definitely a motorcycle. But yeah, so for you, what are the ways and
car. That was a Bernie sticker, at least. Nice.
I saw a Trump one.
Oh, it was a Trump one?
Yeah.
So different.
I was like, it totally said Trump like in that bottom corner.
Different
Just a little bit. So when you do find yourself in dual roles, how do you go about managing that and making sure that everyone can still have like a great, amazing time, and that like you're not getting stressed and overwhelmed?
I think it's like if you have the urge to do it and you've put yourself in that position, you better be ready and you better do your prep. You prep really hard and go in and hope that like it all sticks. It's
Okay.
really
You did mention that you went to college and you did the
Yeah.
cinema thing.
Yeah.
Can you talk us through your post-grad journey?
I mean, I think it's interesting going from like a land of academia to a land of like, you know, you have to sort of kill what you eat. You know, and I think doing that in a way that doesn't feel exploitive or competitive, but more feels creative, I think is what I tried to learn in school, was sort of like to practice this idea of like wanting to learn from every project, wanting to create with everyone that you're with, no matter if you wanted to be with them or not. And also understanding that like everyone has something to offer ultimately, and that you can work with them together to find that thing that makes them happy too. And it doesn't have to be like such a laborious process. Creativity can be something that flows and it also doesn't always have to be perfect. That's really what school taught me, and that's what I've tried to bring into like doing more stuff outside of school, is that nothing has to be this like super intense thing. Like I'm shooting a show that's like my friend's show that like I literally just get to have fun and laugh while she performs, and I'm just gonna film that. That's just something that I think I always thought about in college, like, oh, I hope I get to still do these things. I hope I'm not like just constantly working on other stuff that doesn't allow me to like be with my friends and mess around. I think I'm trying to find that balance now, and that's been really helpful. And then just like finding structure. I think everyone comes out of school, it's like you have that constant thing of like, you know, you get a job and you do that job every day, and you work and you work and you eat and you sleep and you work. Also, as like a freelancer or someone who wants to do something that doesn't have as much structure, you still have to build that structure around you and understand that like every day is a day to like keep moving. I'm still navigating it myself. So yeah, it's funky.
Yeah, very funky. If you were to make a funky story that involved your friends and just a project that you could create, what would that funky story be like? And I want you to cast the people as well.
Oh man. Okay, I'd make it about a guy who builds aquariums, but secretly he has relationships with all the other animals in it. Not like sexual relationships, but like
the deep
no, not not like that, but just like relationships that are like really powerful, but he doesn't want anyone to know about it because he's like, well, then they'd fire me or like take me away from the aquarium, so he has to like sort of keep it under wraps. And I think I'd bring in all the homies for this. Most of my friends could probably be in a movie like that, so I think, you know, I'd kind of just pick and choose whoever wanted to come along for the aquarium ride. I think that's a weird story that I think that has potential now, and like we just workshopped it on Pal Talks. So that's easy.
Guys, this is my second movie that I'm going to be helping to produce through this show. So everyone, what would be the title of that?
Maybe like it's like we call it The Deep Part 2.
Oh, that's creepy.
No, wait, we can do something better. You know, like there was a show called Aquamarine, or was that a movie? That was a movie.
One of the greatest movies ever.
Maybe like
might I add.
Aqua Friend to Me. Kind of like a play on words. Aqua Friend to Me.
Aqua Friend to Me.
It has a good flow. Does it mean much? I don't know.
Hey, that's what the movie's all about.
Mm-hmm.
Any closing words for this beautiful, multitudinal interview that we've done on this beautiful hill today?
I think it's so cool that you're doing this.
Oh my God, stop.
And me and Pilar have known each other for, 5 years now, which is crazy.
Oh my God.
Crazy to think about. Half a decade. You were like one of the first people I met at USC, and I remember just being like, I think she is going to do such wonderful things in the world, and now you're doing it.
Oh my gosh. And I was like, he's such a cool kid. And he's writing a penny board. Like, who has it? Like,
Yes.
you write it
Oh
down
my
the
God.
floor.
Not the penny days.
Oh,
Jesus. Let's show a
this
clip
guy.
of that. Bang, you know.
Wait,
I used
was
to do a
it
bunch
you
of
or
editing work.
Aiden broke his wrist on it, or was that you who someone broke the wrist on the penny board?
Aiden broke his wrist, and on top of that had to get like his teeth fixed because he like chopped his 2 front teeth out pretty much, and that was the penny board that I gave him. So let's show a clip of that right now. No, but I mean, I don't know, I think it's really dope that you're doing this, and I'm like so glad to just see you thriving and talking with all of your pals. It's pretty cool.
I try my hardest.
Yeah.
Also, have you upgraded from penny board to car now? You still do penny board, or
I actually, yeah, I did upgrade because I hit a crack and I now have scars on my hand from that crack. So
Show the crack. Show the scars.
I mean, it's better now. I've been putting
Okay.
sunscreen on them and creams and stuff. So yeah, whatever. I'm a hand model. But yeah, so I now have a car. I use my car primarily. I also use these things called legs, which I found are faster than I thought. I used to be a bit of a speed demon, but now I use my legs to walk places, and I take
in
my time.
LA.
I enjoy. Yeah, I know. I like enjoy I like suddenly start enjoying moving. Like before it was like how fast can I get on my board to anywhere. Now I'm like, let's take a stroll and like think about things on the way. Like I'm leaving early for places. So
wow,
yeah.
He's taking his time.
Yeah.
And that's what you should do. Take your sweet, sweet, sweet time. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Bye.